Hello guys and girls, King Lear here from Proceed to Checkpoint, and welcome to Black Desert Online. So this is the early access for those who have bought a pre-order package for this new massively multiplayer online game. I've been playing the early access since yesterday morning, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it at this stage. I'm having a great time, so I wanted to do a video or two to show off some of the features of the game. So I'm in one of the starting towns here, pretty close to where you start. You start over here. So I've been through kind of two small towns at this stage. I'm only level 14, which, considering how much I've played, is not huge. So rather than concentrate on the combat and stuff like that, because there's lots and lots of videos on that, I wanted to give a look at some of the lesser known features of the game, or some of the more sandboxy type things, because I've pretty much just been crafting and things for a while now. So in order to understand a lot of the mechanics of this game, you have to get to grips with the node system. So the first thing I'm going to do before I show you what I actually want to show you in this video, which is the trade system, is I am going to show you how nodes work. So I'm heading up here on Shadowfax, my horse, to a node. So what are nodes? Well, nodes are, if we take a look at the map, every town, every area that you go to, let's turn off quest stuff, because it's all over the place. Every place that you visit, towns, farms, campsites, has a node tied to it. It's a location. And basically, you can chain these together to connect various towns together. And this kind of falls into the way the crafting system works, the way the gathering system works, the way the trading system works. It falls into a lot of different systems within the game. You're basically building a trade route between the different locations. So we can see here, if we look at the nodes, anything that has the path between it in yellow, I have linked up. Anything that's in grey, I haven't. So from this town here, we've linked up the Coastal Cave, we've linked up Logia Farm, we've linked up the Imp Cave, we've linked up the Western Guard Camp, Toscani Farm, and the Forest of Seclusion. So we have linked all of those up. We haven't joined the Altar of Agrasin, that's why there's a grey thing between there. What that means is we now have a trade route or a link between each of these areas. I'll go through some of the other systems in other videos and things, but the main thing to bear in mind means that this means we can take advantage of all of these towns. We can move things between them, we can gather things in them, and we also get little types of bonuses if we're in that area doing certain things. So how do you link up a node then? Well, you need to go to the node. So we are here at the Coastal Cave. And this guy here, if we look at his title, is in charge of node management. So this is the guy that's going to help us link this node up. So if we speak to him and go into node management, from here we can link up a node. So I'm going to unlink this completely just to show you. So now if we look, we have no longer got the Coastal Cave linked up. So let's pretend I've never been here, I just discover it and I realize I need to link up this cave, because if you click on the Coastal Cave, you can see there's a gathering spot for iron ore and there's a gathering spot for copper ore. So I'm like, okay, I want to link up this node. So we speak to him we go into node management, and then we click contribution invest. And now this node is active. We have invested a contribution point into making this node active. So it is now linked up. The other thing you can do is each node has a level. And you can invest some of your energy into improving the level of that node. Now, I don't have any at the moment, but if I did, I could invest some into improving the level of this node, which will give me extra benefits, give me improved loot in the node, things like that. So we have the main node active. Now let's say this has a copper ore and an iron ore spot. So if we're going for iron ore, we'd click on the iron ore node and we would contribution invest. And then that activates that node as well. We can now gather from that node using our workers. That's something I'll cover off in another video now. So you're basically going around linking the various spots up together so that you form a link between them and you can send your workers or your trade routes from one town to a node that it is connected to. Very, very quick overview of the node system there. I'm not going to go into it in a huge amount of detail, but it is pretty important for the game. So just kind of had to show that off before anything else that we do here would make sense. So the other thing, what I actually want to show you in this video is the trading system and how trading works. So we're all used to MMOs having different kind of crafting systems, different kind of gathering systems and stuff like that. One of the interesting things that this game has is a trading system where you can basically trade goods between the nodes that you have linked up. So we are going to head up to the trader in this town, in Valia town. Get out of my way, people, please. So, here's the stables. I'm going to speak to the stable master, and I am going to stable Shadowfax, and I'm going to take out Lucretia, who is my donkey. Because donkeys are really, really good for trading. So here is Lucretia, my donkey. And over here is the trading NPC for this town. Trade Manager Bahar. So let's get off our donkey and let's have a chat to him.
I'm a merchant. I even bargain in my dreams.
So this guy is a trade NPC, and that means he will buy and sell trade goods. So over here we can see the list of items that he has, the list of trade goods, and we can see on the right here some of the details of these trade goods. So different things take a different rank. For example, if we look at the luxuries tab, they have some nice stuff here that's worth a good bit of silver. However, I don't have the required trade level to trade this stuff. And the higher your trade level goes, the more valuable items you'll be able to trade in. So you can see a couple of things here. You can see the number of each thing in stock he has. So he has 5 Valiant crystal glasses in stock. You can see the current market price. So this is currently being sold for 87% of its normal market value. This Valiant Black Opal is being sold for even less of its value there. So that means you're probably going to make a reasonable amount of profit. And then you can see the price to buy a single one of them. So let's look through and find some trade goods that we actually have the level to purchase. Here is some Alchemist's Red Reagent. We can afford them. They're at 90% market price, and it'll cost me 923 to buy each one. So we're going to use this for trading. Now what we want to do, I have a little bit of energy, so we want to click on market price, which is going to cost us 1 energy, which restores over time. You get 1 every couple of minutes. And this will show us the value of this at each of the areas that trades with this. So, for example, currently here it's being sold at 90%. So it's being sold for 923. And at these locations, it's being bought for 103%, which would be 1,026. Or in this location, it's being bought for 99%. Or in this location, Bartali Farm, it's being bought for 200%. So if we have that area linked up and we go to trade there, we're going to make a fortune off it. So I'm going to trade in this. So let's trade in this. We want... Our donkey has slots to hold 5 items. So I want to buy 5 of these. And we can see down here, 0 out of 5 of the slots on my mount are taken. It's going to cost me 3,730 silver to buy this. I currently have 140,000. My donkey needs 177 pounds of weight. It has 233, so it can hold the weight of this stuff as well. Actually, that's not the stuff that I want to buy. No, clear that. I want to buy this stuff. 5 of them. Okay, so I don't actually have the weight to hold 5 of them. Alright, let's back out here for a sec, because I think I made a balls of that. Cool. Alchemist red reagent. 5 of them. Yeah, I can hold 5 of them. Okay, let's buy these. Your mount is nearby. Do you want to place items in your mount's container? Yep, I do. While you are traveling with trade items, you may encounter thieves. So there's a little tip. So if we have a look at the inventory on our donkey here, we can see we have 5 Alchemist red reagents stored in our donkey. So we are now able to trade these. You can see our donkey has a lot of trade good looking stuff on its back there as well. So he is laden with goods to trade. So this is Bartali Farm here. And this is the area where it said this stuff was currently being sold at 200%. Or currently being bought at 200%. And this is right next to town. The other spots are miles away. So this is a perfect location here. So we want to set a waypoint by right-clicking on our map to go to Bartali Farm. And then we want to head there. So let's make our way there. Now, the awesome thing about setting a waypoint here is if you set a waypoint and you press the T button, your character will auto run there. It'll just... It won't go the most efficient route, but it'll follow the road and it'll run to the location. I could go away now, I could get a cup of coffee, and my character would still continue to run there. The only thing you have to be careful is while you're carrying trade goods, these little red hooded figures on the map means there are bandits there. So if I was to just go for a cup of coffee and let my character run this road, I would be attacked and quite possibly killed by the bandits there. So it's a bit of a mix and give whether you want to take that risk or not. So we are heading to Bartali Farm with these trade goods. Our donkey is laden with goods. He's on his way. He will go slower and slower depending on the weight or the amount of trade goods that we have. There is Grax Worker. Just ran past me there. So that was an NPC worker. That's him there, yeah. This is an NPC worker that one of my guildmates has hired to do some crafting or gathering for him. And there he is running down the road there. So a lot of people you'll see out on the road in this game are actually NPCs who have been hired by other people to do a particular job. So we are here at Bartali Farm. This node is not active right now. So before I can sell this stuff, I'm going to have to activate it. Because if we have a look at the trade window now, we're only getting 30% of the value of the item. And the reason we're only getting 30% is because this node is not active. So it's not on this trade route, it's not worth it. So let's activate this node, invest our contribution, and then let's go back to the trade screen. And now we are getting the 200% value that it promised us. So we bought 5 of these, and at the 200% market value at this area, we are making 1,127 silver for each one of these that we sell. So we are making more for each one we sell than it costs to buy the original thing. Other things to note about trading, which I can't really show off yet because I'm still quite early on, is you get a bonus based on the distance as well. So the market price is obviously important. You need to watch what the market price is to make sure you're actually making a profit on it. But there is a bonus for distance as well. So the further you go, the more nodes you invest in, the further you build your trade route, the more bonus you get for trading goods from one town to another town that is far, far away. So we could just sell these now, but there's a little type of mini game that you can do as well at the cost of 5 of your energy. If you win this, it'll give you a slightly increased price. This is a bargain game, so basically we have to try to barter with her. There's a scales here. This tweaks it a little bit. This tweaks it a large bit, and basically we're trying to get the scale level. So that's quite offset right now, so let's tweak it a large bit. It's still reasonably offset. Let's go a large bit again, and we can probably just tweak it a little bit now. We failed. Let's try again. It seems to be fairly RNG here, so it's well off tip. Let's tweak it a lot. Okay, let's tweak it a little. Let's tweak it a little. And we failed to bargain. I am now out of energy. However, doesn't make a difference. We can still sell this stuff. So we're going to make over 1,100 profit for each of these. So let's sell these. Do you want to sell everything? The distance is too great, right? So my pony is not close enough for her to take the goods off it. Alright, come over here. Okay, now let's trade. So let's sell this stuff. There we go. We made an awful lot. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. So it cost us about... we made roughly 1,100 per thing that we traded there. So this chick has a trade quest, so we may as well do one more run of trades just to show you. So Valium fresh eggs, that's what the trade quest for her is to sell. So let's have a look at the market price of these and see where would be good to sell them. So the highest is 105%, and that's at Valia, which is the town that we just came from, which is perfect. So let's buy 5 of these. It's going to cost us 4,230. We do have the weight just about. Cool. So we have bought those. So our our donkey should now be full of eggs. So let's hop on our donkey. There's someone else there. Let's set a waypoint for the trade manager in Valia Town. And then let's hit the T button so our donkey will run himself there. Now, with all of these goods, our donkey is going to be a little bit slow because obviously he's pretty much full on weight at this point. And the more weight that you have on him in trade goods, the slower he's going to go. So, taking a look at the map, there are no bandits in between myself and the trade guys, so this would be a prime time to go away, get a cup of coffee, and come back, and hopefully your donkey will have made it to the trade good person. those are the basics of the trade goods system in Black Desert Online. If we look at my character sheet, we can see I am currently halfway through trading level 6. So as I gain levels, I get to wear different trading equipment that will make people sell to me more favorably, give me better deals. I'll also get the ability to trade more valuable goods. And obviously, as I level up and as I explore the world, I'm going to connect more and more nodes to the town. So I'm going to get to go further away, have more opportunities for the market price in a particular area to be high, and I'm going to make more profit off it. But it's a very interesting little system in this game, considering the vast majority of MMOs. Like, you go around, you kill things, you fishing, you've professions and stuff like this, but you can legitimately make a career in this game by getting a donkey, getting a good horse. You can eventually build a carriage that can hold a lot more goods, and you can have teams of horses on your carriage that you store a load of goods in and do trade routes between various towns. But you can make a career and level up by just going from town to town trading guns. Guns? That's not what we're trying to do here. I'm not a terrorist. Trading goods, so going back and forth between towns, selling things that are wanted in one town, buying things from that town, finding where they'll be sold for profit, going to the next town, rinse and repeat. It's a very, very cool system, and it's actually a lot of fun. So it's just started to rain. This game has a full day-night type system, where every 2 hours it gets dark. And then after 2 hours it gets light. So a full day in game lasts about 4 hours. In addition to that, you can see if we look at the ground here, if we look at that guard, he's wet. You can see the water running along the ground. You can see my character's face and her clothes are getting damp. Honestly, I'm really, really impressed with this game. I don't think I've ever been part of a game world that feels more alive. There's so many NPCs walking around. You can hire NPCs. When you get off your horse, you leave it there. So there's someone's horse tied up at that gate back there. Of course, someone left theirs in the middle of the street. There's guys mining over there. We're coming up to the trade area up here, and you can see already the amount of people around. So we have a horse and cart there. It's just really, really alive feeling. Whoa. There's some thunder. So let's bring our donkey over to the trade master here. Now, we got really, really lucky with that first trade. We got a lot more money than we would normally have gotten. Look at that. Look at the water on the ground with people standing and splashing around in it. The horse is wet. There's thunder. There's lightning. It's fantastic. So, let's have a chat. We completed a quest. Cool. We'll complete that. And let's trade. So these are the eggs that we got from that town. Oh, they're selling at 105%, so we are making 160 profit for each of them. We don't have the energy to bargain, so we're just going to have to sell these. So 160 each by 5. We're making almost 1,000 silver by selling these. We got really, really lucky last time with the reagents selling at 200%. You don't normally make that much, but this is pretty good. So there we go. We have sold those eggs and made a bit of profit off it. Now that we're here, we can find the next thing to sell. We can get... we can get 5 more of these because they're still at 200%. I think I will because that's a lot of profit. And now we can go back to the farm and trade again. Or if it wasn't profitable at the farm, but it was profitable over here, we could go there, dodging the bandits, of course, and trade there. So that is the trading system. Very, very simple look at it. I am not... Wow, that person is tiny. I am not an expert at the trading system at all. But I find it a lot of fun. So I just wanted to do a video to show off one of the features this game has that is unusual, that most games wouldn't have, rather than just show you the combat or stuff that every other game kind of has. Although the combat in BDO is amazing. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully this has given you a bit of an idea how to do trading if you didn't already know. And I'll probably do some more Black Desert Online videos showing off different features and things shortly. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.